I hate this game. It's ruined my life. But it will all be worth it if I get a new skin right now. Let's go! I got a trophy for spinning the wheel a lot, called Round and Round. Wait, a duplicate. Convert to 5S. Why would I hit equip instead of convert it to 5S? What happens if you equip it? I need the 5S, so I can't click equip it. I think if I hit equip it, it would probably still convert it to 5S. I hope. I don't know. Whatever. Why is the world so cruel? I thought I got something new and then it was the same thing. Very sad. Let's play this stupid game. The shooting.
So that tells me this public school is funded by, get this, your property tax. Property tax in this public school where they won't let me auto Like once they unironically destroy the welfare structure, they will inevitably also continue demanding to remove any sort of funding initiative from the public schools anyway. And then they're just going to do that. They're going to be like, actually, public schools are fake too. They're faking gay.
Here we are in the Stumblewood Arena.
Dehumanizing Somali Americans.
Somebody invited me to join the party, but I
Back
can't.
at a daycare in Minnesota, he
have to fight bad guys.
facility in a now viral video.
You are gonna say this on the left or right issue? No, fraud is fraud over here. Bro, I'm sorry. Like 2017, 2018, when this kind of story would happen, most people were like, yeah, that's a little gross. Like the entirety of the right-wing ecosystem didn't automatically jump on the Pizzagate QAnon. Okay? They kind of were a little ashamed of it. They would just like kind of sidestep it. They would just like push them aside. And it is so different now. The media landscape is so different now. Now everyone is doing their own Pizzagate. It's crazy. Do you think it will backfire? No, I think it's going to get worse. I don't think it's going to backfire at all because the reception to this like bottom of the barrel QAnon style conspiratorial supposed quote investigative reporting getting highlighted by the vice president and getting tremendous amounts of praise all the way from like the vice president down to Atria, who was apparently giving it damning with fake praise, shows me that in the media landscape that we're in, it's only going to get worse, especially because for things to get better, there needs to be an investment in redeveloping consensus.
My field is gone.
And I don't think we have that investment. I don't think anybody is even remotely interested in developing consensus reality nowadays. I think we're just done. I think the insane people are running the asylum, especially with like AI. I think a lot of people are going to be less interested in politics. They're just going to say like, oh, this sucks. Like, I don't want to see it. Like intelligent people that should be invested in this and should try to put us on a better trajectory will probably increasingly tap out of it. They'll quit, especially privileged people will do that. Those who don't have the same privilege will obviously be.
I almost won.
And it'll be, you know.
I did a good job though. I survived down to the last guy. Don't forget.
Wait,
is that a bot?
I do think that we are moving in the direction of
I probably killed the other player so the bot could win. That's kind of sad. Okay, if I was defeated by a bot, possibly I should try. No, let's not keep playing that. That's like I don't like that game that much. At some point, I'm probably gonna play a bunch of Stumblewood Arena.
So that's not very likely. And
for now, let's try. Anything can happen.
Where this is coming from, you know what I mean?
Let's play.
It does obviously still have the capacity to.
This right here. This is a real game.
It's nowhere near as powerful or as influential as it once was, dude. Nobody I know uses Twitter. That's fine.
A real Stumble Guys game.
180 million.
Let's try to make it at least to the final.
The federal government was just revoked.
And not get beaten by a bot. If I get beaten beaten by a bot. I tried again.
Partially because Elon Musk.
So I felt like I did pretty good there.
Out of this dumbass YouTube video. So that is a Twitter intervening in real life affairs, almost single-handedly in the direction of like one psychotic billionaire racist and his own personal desires. So yeah, you don't have a lot of friends that are on Twitter. That makes sense. I think it's like what, 20% or something like that, maybe even lower than that now. Out of all the social media platforms, it's not the most popular, but it's still a large enough social media platform. It's still a large enough social media platform that it actually, and especially because it's one that
First place.
is interconnected with all the other social media platforms, that like discourse that pops off on Twitter ends up making its way to Reddit, ends up making its way to TikTok, ends up making its way
That's a real player
to your
there.
friends that don't use.
He's doing the microphone.
Reddit is another one of these websites that's also
He almost got beaten by 5.
But this is yet another great indication that Twitter does have a
Fairly confident I could beat that guy. He's a platinum player.
Federal child care funds to all states now. Yesterday it was just Minnesota. Now it's all states.
So I'm not out here trying to put a twist on things.
Shirley's viral video, released over the weekend, in which he says he's uncovering tens of millions of dollars in fraud at Minneapolis daycares run by the Somali community, was retweeted by Elon.
Like, what do you think is going to happen here? Affordability is a major problem. Now the government is shutting down one of the elements of affordability in childcare for all of these like new parents that are working class. On top of that, healthcare premiums are going to
No.
What do you think is going to happen? Eventually, the dam is going to break. People are going to feel the pain. They're already feeling the pain, and it's only going to worsen. There's only so many minority groups that you can throw under the bus in an effort to shift people's attention away from your own ineptitude, right? That's it. What happens then? This is precisely the reason why I get really frustrated with people who claim that they are invested in like healthcare for all, or claim that they actually care about taxing the rich, and they present themselves as like left on those positions, but then spend 99.9% of their time talking about how undocumented migrants are responsible for everything. Well, you clearly don't care about it then, because you're using the current government that you support and their lack of interest in fixing any of these problems, and they're using their own personal distraction mechanism to foment.
He's trying to punch me.
Against marginalized groups, and to redirect people's attention away from their financial circumstances back to the anchor representatives.
You guys are cheating.
Random people. If you were serious, you were genuinely invested in
He tried to cheat and he lost to the great Marshmallow Chloe. Goodbye, sucker.
Why they're so up souls of the super wealthy and defending the interests of the super wealthy, but you don't.
JD Vance.
And now I claim my prize. In your face, loser.
At various daycares he claims are frauds. Did you come during the normal operating hours when you came to visit?
Alright, so,
11 a.m., I believe.
somebody's inviting me to a party.
The following day, later in the day.
Yeah,
The point of it
I'm
is
here.
not whether or not I came at the right time of their operation hours. The point is that blacked out doors, they can't give you any information. You call that number, no one answers.
They got blacked out doors at the daycare facility. I wonder why they don't make it easier for a guy like me to see.
This is
I need to see kids. If
Block
I don't
Dash
see kids,
Teams.
then it must be fraud. Free.
I wasn't trying to go inside and there should be a way for
Okay.
somebody to actually be able to call that number and somebody be able to answer. These aren't real businesses.
But surely you don't think a daycare should just be unlocked? You shouldn't be able to just walk into a daycare.
Your reception.
No. Every daycare is locked.
I didn't know this Block Dash Team stuff.
And so, okay, you bring up a fair point. Then why can't they actually give me information how to enroll a child?
Federal law enforcement has been investigating fraud in Minnesota for several years. Both Attorney General Pam Bondi and FBI Director Kash Patel said on social media they've indicted dozens of defendants. DHS has posted multiple videos of agents they say are conducting a massive fraud
we won.
investigation. Do you think that federal law enforcement hasn't done enough? I mean, they would say, look, these fraud cases have been going on, but they've already done like 80 indictments, and cases have been going on for years.
One day, Minnesota.
No, you idiot. They're defending the rule of law. These investigations were not conducted under Donald Trump. You're so stupid, Patrick. At least the guy in front of you genuinely does have like
Hey, you.
trying so hard to use a fancy term for saying
Well, we tried.
he's intellectually stunted or has like the intellectual disability, but like he does, right? You, on the other hand, Patrick, are a adult. You've done your own schemes growing up. Yeah, medically stupid. That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
play it again in round 2.
Because you just told me that you're working on a part 2 yourself.
Yeah, because there's a lot more fraud. The
How much
daycares,
more did you find?
oh, we found a lot more businesses that don't exist. There's millions of dollars. We found daycares with more $1 million daycares. I mean, there's literally hundreds of daycares receiving millions of dollars at this moment as we speak.
So from the first one, you guys were over $100 million of fraud that you found. Right?
Why is there a shot glass?
This is like when a content creator hits like a really good bit, like a TikToker or something, and then they just keep pressing that button over and over, and then you know the bit runs stale, but they still do it. But this time it's like racialized agitprop. He's just like he's gonna be the guy, the daycare annihilator. It seems.
On the other side, while you're doing this, what caused you? We see this man named David, right? We keep seeing this man named David, who I think yesterday he said, if you want to output $100,000 for anybody that can prove any of this wrong, because this is a government document. How did you and David? Rob, is this the clip where he says that?
Yeah.
Do you want to play this clip of David?
Yo, who's this David? Why is nobody asking the question? Who's this David guy, by the way? Who's this old ass man who's now apparently wearing your merch that you made?
Anybody want
Did it? Yeah. Victory. So one more time. See if we can.
Come on, girl. Just keep your video on it. Okay?
Except they did this, Brugo. They did. There's
Invite
children
to be
in that
friends.
daycare
Okay.
facility right now. Give him $100,000 then.
I just opened David's, and he had all the proof, because I've known about the fraud happening for so long in Minnesota since back in June. I've known about the fraud.
It seems like the game's not starting, so I'm gonna quit.
Make it very hard to get the information. Luckily, David had somebody inside of Capitol who's been leaking him all the numbers, leaking him all the information.
Should I quit? I feel like I should quit.
Yes.
In Minnesota.
Yes. So
Like
all the
how
numbers
it's sounding,
that
I'm gonna
David
quit.
has
Okay.
are 100% correct. And also,
I think it's gonna be more change than
also
some.
they're from the government.
Brother, that's just the total amount of subsidies that they've gotten from the state. That's not evidence that there's no recipients of said subsidies at these daycares.
There's more
What is
teams now.
going on? The argument isn't that these places are getting
Let's go.
state subsidies. The argument is on helping parents, low-income parents,
Now there's
put their kids
3
in
teams to
childcare
eliminate.
facilities. That there are no children at all at these facilities. It's all paid. That's the argument.
I need
you
that.
made. How are you forgetting your own argument?
In the state of Minnesota, especially in Minneapolis. Explain to me what's going on with the daycares.
So one of the things that I've noticed is there's an exceptional number of child care centers that are set up mostly in Minneapolis, but also in St. Paul. And I said, wow, how many kids are there in the Twin Cities? Some of them are by my office, and I would watch, and I said, well, there aren't any kids there. And I go to another one, there aren't any kids there, and I'd see just some Somali guys outside smoking cigarettes. So I stopped at one of them, and I said, hey, I'm just wondering, I've got a grandson who's looking for child care, and I wonder if this might be a good facility. And they said, no, we're all full. And they had the door open, and I looked, and there were no kids. There was like a couch and a table with a couple chairs, and I said, well, are the kids out back playing, or what kind of place is this?
I'm
The
eliminated.
guy said, you go, and he almost pushed me out the door, and then he followed me down the street in my car.
David was like, I must see the kids. I must see Somali children. I need to see it. And then that's it. That's what sparked his interest, his curiosity. He's like, where are the children? Why can't I see any children? This is the guy.
Is that true?
We've lost.
That's genetics right there. Is that mom?
Yes. It's
I'm
not
ready to go after this.
Good for you. You got great genes. You know, she's very comfortable doing this as well. Very cool. So,
What?
the largest fraud in the world,
Patrick's gonna your mom, Nick. Watch out, Nick. He said, unbelievable.
bottom of this. So you and David get linked up, and then you just said, why don't we just go interview? That's kind of how it started.
Yeah, I thought
Youth
when we
party.
go, we'll walk these daycares.
I don't even get anything for that. They don't even give me a reward for that playing those games.
Blacked out.
It's not
And I
fun.
tried to open the door.
Brother, because of people like you,
I need
they do not
prizes.
want peeping toms. What the?
No, I don't want to join your weird game. It's not fun.
Never seen like a
There's no- it doesn't give me any points or rewards.
A child care facility in like a low.
I don't like it.
neighborhood. Like it's not gonna look great. I'm gonna be honest.
Why
Like,
don't give
they'll
me
get
no
a lot of
rewards?
funds. Well, they're getting no funds now. Shouts out the.
I got new
your
friends.
big ass For that. That don't look like the four.
Makes
seasons,
sense.
Okay.
And how much money are they getting?
This
I need
was
new
together
events
over
'cause I'm-
few years. They have
I want to do another
their
stumble one over here.
combined they received over $5 million.
Stop it.
I'm so bad at this game, but it's weird. Like,
What is the business model? Somebody
it's
just
weird
takes
that,
our
like,
kids and they just take
it's just weird that the game exists. I feel like I should enjoy it while it's here.
Why not blacked out?
Now, let me ask
This is
you,
crazy.
there's a-
I wonder if they might like make this permanent.
He doesn't know anything. These guys making money from destroying childcare for the entire country. How does this not result in a pogrom of content creators? Because everyone's stupid. I mean, it's much easier for them to hate on random Somali people than it is to be like, that's crazy that this insane bottom of the barrel slop propaganda and the mass hysteria that it caused allowed the government to do something that they've always wanted to do without any sort of scrutiny whatsoever, which is to eradicate payments for child care subsidies.
And then they're then just leaving after a few minutes of being inside the daycare. And I don't know if this is the same video where it shows the guy giving the cash to the ladies working.
Do you have the audio in there? So there is one that says cat.
crap.
Oh, there it is.
case
He's handing
shows
the
a
cash.
man handing out envelopes of what are believed to be kickback payments to parents who are in on the fraud.
Where was the money going? I didn't know exactly where. But
I'm so confused. Okay. Notice how they have surveillance footage for this? I suspect it came in the aftermath of a concluded fraud investigation.
This guy killed me. Fall guy 0709.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like fraud never happened. But how is that in any way, shape, or form related to the current thing that's going on? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this is evidence from a 2015 incident that I guess finalized it before.
I got a bad weapon. Like that weapon that I get sometimes is really bad.
If it even
I don't like
is
that one.
a real instance, like I don't even understand.
Just the millions of dollars. And if you talk about why they're just giving them cash, it's because the money they receive is tax exempt, CCAP funding, and then these women that are working for these daycares, they're not.
Ernie Pulse is a
my
wood
assumption is
player.
They're not actually on payroll. That's why 80%
this other guy.
of small populations on welfare inside the state of Minnesota. It's because they
It's just the
actually
two of
receive
them.
a W-2.
I'm ready for Ernie. Go Ernie.
Bro, he just like he
Ernie, get him. Get that generic bitch. Shoot him.
And I suspect he didn't call
Shoot him.
on the spot.
Shoot him, Ernie.
He
Got him.
for remembering something
Got that punk.
someone told him to say.
Yeah, you
But
got him.
it's
Good
wild.
job, Ernie.
That's great. I guess we have to.
I actually think they're both pay-to-win players, but whatever. God.
99, whatever.
Look at that,
to
like,
claim that
look at
they're
that
actually
character he
receiving
has there.
Because if you're running daycare,
That's insane. I've never
you should
seen
be
one of
able
those
to
in Fall
pay your
Guys.
person's salary at least $50.
Alright, well,
no matter
Alright,
but
well,
none of that is out.
let's just Stumblewood Arena again.
because what?
Let's do, anything can happen.
Millions of dollars.
If you have any questions and you want to support,
Does this guy think all the funds that are coming to the daycare are going directly to staffing? And does he think that every single Somali person just works in a daycare? What the is this argument? Also, if every Somali is staying at home and is on welfare, why the do they need
Terrible
put their
temple race to
children in
finish.
a daycare?
What?
Oh wait, they're not.
This is real. It's just freaking real.
people simply
They really mean it.
want
Anything can
somebody
happen.
accountable.
I don't understand how the racing works.
You're almost forcing them to have to make a decision.
Whoa.
And if that,
Okay, R2 is my, I see, R2 is
Did you see the
my
government?
C4.
And that was directly because of my YouTube video and because of the video that went viral on X. So when have you ever seen a piece from a journalist, from a YouTuber, that's created such a change where
It's-
literally within hours?
I want to
It's Nitro. That's what
Once
it is.
again, there is an active investigation for the last 3 years. There is an active
I'm in
investigation.
6th place, so that's good. 6th place will qualify.
What do they do?
I love the federal government.
I kind of want you to run up that bridge.
They have to shoot these videos. It's always so funny because they look so incompetent. Everything reminds me of them kicking the snow, looking for the Brown University shooter. This video is hilarious. They're just like walking into random.
I should've got that arrow.
You guys doing fraud here, and the guy's like, no. And they're like, okay, have a nice day. Say to Nick Shirley, the YouTuber, if he was standing in front of me.
I have nothing against them, but I do have something against that rhetoric. It's if you're going to be a journalist, this you have a moral to this.
That was 2nd place.
If you catch businesses that are fine, you only hear it is with that artists. You know, I don't support that as a community. I don't support that myself. I was born and raised in it. I'm not for crime. Like the notion that a certain batch of somebody got caught, so all I'm supporting it's like no one if in any community, any mishaps that happen, the rest of the community obviously doesn't want that to happen. It's a state
You
of
did it.
you guys can see.
Good
We don't
job.
want that. We don't take part in that. We don't listen. We don't want that in our meetings. But just to say, hey, a certain company got caught, so they must all do it. And I feel like that's what he's doing.
89%, buddy.
4 to 10 p.m. may not be your typical daycare.
What do you mean 89%? What is he saying? Is he saying
Let's go.
89% Somalis are doing fraud? They're 1350ing Somalians? They're not. They're 1389ing Somalis. 89% of Somalis are on welfare? I don't even know if that number is correct, if that percentage is correct. But what doesn't make any sense here is that even if it was, which I don't think it is, what the f does it have to do with fraud? Yeah, 89% of Somalis are on welfare, and the remaining 11% are running fraudulent child care centers.
Earliest dismissal would be 2:15 to 2:30ish, and the latest dismissal would be up to like 4:30ish.
Man, I used to move so much faster on this level. I think I'm losing, alright?
I went at 11 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm
And then
losing.
I went back the next day at a later time.
I'm
The
losing.
later time was 1 p.m.
No.
He knows it was at 1 p.m.
Why am I losing? Stop.
And that's precisely the reason why he doesn't want to say it. So yeah, even though he is a idiot, at least he's smart enough to not say the fucking time. But Patrick Bet-David probably won't ask him what time it was the next day.
And by the way, isn't this the same location that in the first 42-minute show that you did, a neighbor's like, I've never seen kids here.
Yes, the man who's been living there for 8 years.
It's very important because and you can tell that guy is just being.
I think the reason why Patrick Bet-David keeps relying on clips from the
did it.
video instead of just like interviewing the guy is because he very quickly
Whoa,
realizes that
Marshmallow
he
Queen.
is capable of crafting entire
Chloe.
sentences. So he's like, "Come on,
Let's go.
stop that clip. I can't listen to you anymore."
Marshmallow Chloe is on for
I'll find it.
Alright, play it. Let's go.
It's timestamped on my YouTube.
do.
Just go to
On your YouTube.
yeah, go to the YouTube channel. So
It's about at what do you guys see your place here in
go
Minnesota?
to 1630. Okay,
And
Okay.
but basically this guy's been living there for 8 years. He's never seen a single child.
press skip on. Go to right. Okay. If you go,
Well, what
I wonder how Patrick Bet-David has been able to avoid the scrutiny from all the like anti-Brown right wingers. I wonder if it's because he.
There's at least one bot here. Probably 2 bots, but we'll see.
So that's
Yeah, I think it's 2 bots.
All the like hate Vivek.
I think that guy Quizzic41 has got to be a bot also.
All the other brown conservatives, they don't really on him that much. Because anti-Iranian, yeah, but these guys don't think Iranians are. I guess he kind of looks. He looks like he could be Italian, you know.
Alright, it's down to 2 people. I'd like to try and see.
Because they would have assumed that he's.
I'd like to try and see who this guy is.
David is the most Israeli name you can have. Like it's not even a question. Like there is not.
He is
more
a
Israeli
master.
name that you
So with that in mind, I will let him win.
David. So I just
The game.
always suspected that they would assume he's like. I expected them to say like, oh, he's Jewish, he's Israeli. You know, that's. I guess they're all.
He deserves his points.
and then the
He's on his way to champion status.
And then they said they went
At
back
friends,
and they
Grumpy Gersh 7.
8 years.
for 8
Now his heart may grow 2 sizes
What happened, Ron? There was a-
because of what I did for him there.
For 8 years. What? They just didn't give a I don't understand why it matters. Like, yeah, it gets the job done. It's a. I don't know. I don't even want to defend this one. This is the one that people got mad at me earlier for saying, like, I am a little bit sussed out by that one because, like, there is a is it closed or is it not closed type situation going on with the government. But then again, it's utterly irrelevant to whether or not there's children there or, like, the fraud or.
As you recall,
He might not have even seen me actually. I should make sure that I should be a little closer to them when I do that.
said some pretty
Okay.
extreme stuff.
So I'm probably gonna let this EP 2014 guy go win once if he can outlive the bots,
For all these,
which he now has.
people in the,
So now I'm just gonna say good game.
then
Whoa.
the
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good game. You're on your way to being a
House
champion.
campaign
Good job.
tweeted out
I want to play somebody. Like, I want to really play, though. I don't want to always be letting everybody win. Okay.
Saying, Trump operative.
Okay, my game exploded. Alright, this time we're playing for real. This freaking bot bouncing next to me. He's a freaking bot. I think he's a bot. Just jumped off my head. The bot is playing insanely well. It's confusing me. There he goes. It was me versus the bot at the end. The other two both died. That bot was killing it. Well, but he just couldn't stop bouncing around. I think like sometimes randomly they do really well. That was weird. I'm pretty sure it was a bot, but I'm not 100% sure. Whatever it was, I defeated it. Alright, let's go. I want to wait a little bit. I don't want to wind up playing with those two masters again. I want to play with champions, hopefully. I feel bad how many points those two masters lost. They're probably kicking themselves right now. YouTube is being weird.
I did want to show this maximum cope position. Asmongold will not debate Hassanati or Destiny. Asmongold believes they're both trying to force him to platform their bad faith opinions.
Okay. We got one champion and one master. Also feeling good about this. Hooray! Yes. Oh crap! He died already. Oh. Now I kind of want to give the game to the master.
I can't platform him. Everyone who disagrees with me now, everyone that disagrees with me now believes that they're entitled. Well, I don't agree with what you're saying. First of all,
I did that somewhat by accident, so in this case, I am gonna count that as a strike. Strike one.
The problem here is you want to control how you platform.
Let's see if I can come back and get a hit before I run out. Oh, hold on a second. I'll put my microphone off.